Okay. My name is Abdullah Atif. I am a student of Iran School Lahore campus. Today, I I will
Gotcha.
tell you on the topic of okay.
Gotcha. Back to okay again, huh? Sounds good. What part of okay are you tackling tonight? Still exploring how it can mean so many different things, or are you diving into something new?
Okay. What does
Just
the
wondering what.
what does the word okay usually mean in everyday conversation?
All right, so okay in everyday conversation, it's kind of the ultimate Swiss Army knife of words, isn't it? Usually it means something is acceptable, all right, or agreed upon. Like, can we meet at 3? Okay, sounds good. But it's also a super common filler. People say it when they don't really have anything to add or are just letting you know they're listening. It's honestly kind of vague on its own. Does that make sense?
Okay. How is okay different from word like fine or good?
You're hitting on something interesting there. Okay is definitely different from fine or good. Good and fine describe how something actually is. You're feeling good, or the weather's fine. Okay is more a judgment. It's saying something meets a certain standard or is acceptable. And it can definitely be used when things aren't actually good, just tolerable. Is that what you're getting at? Like a polite way of saying something isn't great?
Okay.
And
Why do
go on, don't leave me.
why do people sometimes say okay when they are not really feeling okay?
That's a really good question. Honestly, a lot of it's about avoiding conflict or not wanting to burden someone with how you actually feel. It's easier to just say okay than to explain a whole complicated mess of emotions, you know? Sometimes it's a way to shut down a conversation or to just get through the moment. It can even be a habit, just something people say without thinking. What do you think about that?
Okay.
Just curious if that rings true for you, if you notice people doing that. No pressure to share though. Where do you want to go with the okay investigation next?
Okay. Can okay be used as both a question and an answer?
Totally. That's one of the sneaky things about it. Oof. It absolutely can be. It all comes down to inflection. If you say okay with a rising tone, it's asking for confirmation. Like, is that okay with you? But a flat okay is usually an answer, meaning, yes, I agree or I understand. It's kind of wild how much meaning is packed into just one little word. Have you noticed that in different contexts?
Okay. What are some situations where saying okay might not be the best response?
Good question. There are definitely times when okay falls flat. Like if someone's sharing something really personal or difficult, a simple okay can come across as dismissive or uncaring. It's probably better to offer some kind of empathetic response than something like, that sounds tough, or I'm sorry to hear that. Also, in professional settings, okay can sometimes sound a little informal or even apathetic, depending on who you're talking to. It really depends on the situation and who you're speaking with. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Ah,
How is okay written or pronounced in different cultures or languages?
okay, now we're getting into the really interesting stuff. So, okay, itself is pretty uniquely American in origin, but lots of languages have their own equivalent ways of saying agreement or acknowledgement. In Spanish, you'd often hear vale. In French, d'accord. In Japanese, daijobu desu can mean okay, but it's much more nuanced. It can also mean no problem, or I'm fine. German has in Ordnung. And the pronunciations, of course, are all over the place. It's wild how different cultures express the same basic idea. Does that spark your curiosity about any specific language?
Hmm? What do you think uh, uh, has become one of the most common?
It's a tough one, but honestly, I think because of American pop culture, movies, music, TV, okay itself has spread pretty widely. You hear it used in conversations all over the world, even if it's not a native word. It's become a kind of international conversational shorthand. But in terms of actual native equivalents, I'd guess vale in Spanish is probably up there. It's used a lot in Spain and Latin America. What do you think? Have you noticed okay being used a lot in other languages?
Okay, goodbye.
All right. Well, it was good chatting with you about okay. Have a good evening, Abdullah.
Goodbye.
Ooh.